What are you supposed to do when the package you're delivering ends up being more than you bargained for? In Dead Drop Blues, all the PCs have to do is pick up a data packet and deliver it to their handlers. Easy money. Until they discover the package is locked inside a terrified kid with the worst crime family in town hunting him. Welcome back to Dungeon Jam. This week, your favorite dungeon tubers are highlighting original 5-room dungeon adventures you can bring straight to your table. If you found this video directly, be sure to check the playlist link down in the description to catch all the rest. My name is Travis, and I'm one of the creators of Altered World, the new science fantasy TTRPG that finally lets you answer the question, what if your party looked less like hardened mercenaries and more like a librarian, a space gorilla, and a literal demon? Okay. If you're a player, we're going to need you to skip forward to this timestamp. Otherwise, you're going to get smacked in the face with a bunch of spoilers. Before you go, comment Combat Cuisinart so we know you were here, but then, seriously, shoo. Okay, GMs, it's just us now. Altered World is a totally new system in a completely novel setting. This adventure takes place completely in new tech. If you're going to run it and you want to get the vibe beforehand, check out this video to learn more. Instead of a literal 5-room dungeon, we've applied a little abstraction, and this adventure consists of 5 scenes with new tech as the backdrop. That said, let's dive right in. So the adventure opens with a phone call to Linda. She's an undocumented extraterrestrial getting shaken down a bit by the Connollys, a crime family that occasionally uses her as deniable muscle. This time, the job is simple. Meet a client, buy some stolen data, bring it back. Too bad simple things are rarely easy. After getting the mission from her handler, she meets up with the rest of the party, and we're off to the races. The party makes it to the UTR housing shaft without any difficulty, but then run into a rival group of toughs as they approach the apartment. These newcomers work for Macario Koger, the crime boss the data was stolen from. They're aggressive and attack at the first sign of non-compliance. Think of this fight like a scene in Kung Fu Hustle. The thugs are completely outmatched. This fight exists to establish the adversary and let the players feel dangerous. The thugs are accompanied by one of Koger's bloodhounds, psychic triplets that can track people down anywhere in the polis. The triplet doesn't join into the fight, but is joined on the sideline by their siblings. When they see the PCs mollywomping the thugs, they turn and leave without a word. Don't worry, they'll be back. After the fight in the hall, the PCs should have a sense of urgency to get out of the area, especially if any of them fired a gun. Here's when the second surprise comes in. The seller turns out to be Johnny, a prepubescent she programmer. She are the Altered World version of elves. He looks 13, but he's nearly 70. Turns out he's wrapped the data in an AI dead man's protocol. If he dies or the file gets copied more than one time, it wipes itself. He's not really interested in the money. What he really wants is to get away from new tech and escape Koger's control. This is all way above Linda's pay grade, so she has to call her handler. From here, the adventure splits. The PCs can do as the Connollys tell them and make for the safe house, or they can meet with a mysterious stranger that offers them another way out. These two branches actually present the same encounters, but in a different order and in different settings. The PCs will face another fight with a more dangerous crew of Koger's men and have a chance to meet with Judith Trayson, the man behind the meeting. If the PCs make for the safe house, the fight happens first in an alley filled with food trucks, and Judith offers them a path of escape, where he then makes his offer. They can choose not to take his help, but they will then face an additional fight before finding a compromised safe house with a cache of gear. If the PCs choose to meet with Judith first, they learn he's a hard-boiled private eye working for a She Nation extraction network. They want to offer Johnny a home among his people, but he's indifferent. He just wants out. The choice to trust the offer or not is up to the players. In this branch, the ambush happens as the PCs try to leave the meeting until Judith ushers them out the back of a diner. In either branch, Linda's handler directs the party to Walter Payne's Home for Wayward Children, an orphanage operating in the lawlessness of Tramblet and something of a neutral ground. As they make their way there, the PCs may notice they are being followed about 100 meters back. The party arrives at Walter Payne's orphanage, and we have two conversations that happen simultaneously. One between a couple of members of the Connolly's organization and the party, and one between Walter and Johnny, who appear to have a history. As a GM, you'll have to run these sequentially, but stress to the players that they are happening at the same time. Walter seems to recognize Johnny, and the kid does likewise, even referring to Walter as Spud, apparently a childhood nickname. Walter is obviously perplexed by the apparent age difference. He knew Johnny 60 years prior. There's no time to explain this as we move to the other conversation. If the party noticed that they were being tailed, they can inform the Connollys. If not, the Connollys are able to let the PCs know that trouble is hot on their trail. The PCs get a moment to equip themselves with the same gear they could have gotten at the safe house if they didn't get it there. They will need it because a fight is a brewing. Oh, and if the PCs accepted the She Nation's offer, there are a couple of She warriors there to help them out as well. Koger's men descend as Walter, Johnny, and the Connolly's team head into the orphanage. The PCs will fight a running defense through the orphanage, falling back room by room as increasingly deadly foes close in on them until the transfer is complete and they must make their escape. Out the library's side door, a somewhat battered troop transport vertical short takeoff and landing, or VSTOL, awaits the party in the courtyard. The finale of this adventure is a 5-stage VSTOL chase sequence through the Newtek Polis. The PCs must break a blockade, climb 9 miles to the surface while dodging drone swarms, and outrun Koger's pilots through an urban center of 700 million people. If the PCs succeed at getting the kid out of Newtek safely, they get a thank you message from Walter Payne and can add him to their character sheet as a contact in continued play. They also get a decent XP award to use to advance their character or to save to modify roles during play. Win or lose, they receive a message from Koger saying that he has noticed them and is keeping score. So that's it. We hope this sounds like your kind of fun. You can pick up both our Quick Start, the Altered World Beer and Pretzels kit, which includes another intro adventure as well, and Dead Drop Blues on DriveThruRPG from the affiliate links down in the description. They're pay-what-you-want listings, so if you feel like throwing us a few bones, we'd really appreciate it, but it means more to us that you give the game a try and hopefully fall in love with it. Welcome back, players. You did skip ahead like we asked, right? Dead Drop Blues is a noir-inspired, combat-heavy adventure that features unexpected twists, meaningful choices, and fast-paced fighting. You'll face an onslaught of blades and bullets, and the monsters are all too human in this one. If you stay alive, you'll get to end the adventure with a cinematic, high-speed air chase through a city of 700 million people. If that all sounds like a good game to you, send this video to your game master and tell them to run it. You can get it for free on DriveThruRPG. All battle maps used for this adventure come courtesy of frag maps. The ones we're displaying in the video are the free versions, but paying patrons get access to some amazing alternates. The link to his Patreon is down in the description. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the rest of the Dungeon Jam playlist. If Altered World is your brand of chaos, pick up the Beer and Pretzels kit and Dead Drop Blues in the links below. Until next time, keep your world altered.